the father of latte art, Mr. Luigi Lupi.
Ciao, ciao.
Mamma mia,
Buongiorno a
che
tutti.
presentazione!
Ciao. If I have to explain my life, I have to stay here 67 years. Anyway, I'm working in the coffee field since more than 30 years ago. Okay, I start my first time in Venezuela when I lived in Venezuela in the 1978. It was the first time when I touched the first coffee cherry. And then after 4 years coming back in Italy with two monies, okay, two money, I wanted to open my first coffee shop. And then my coffee shop were focalized in different jobs, because in Italy we can't right now we can't live only doing coffee. And then my coffee shop was coffee shop in the morning, lunch, aperitif bar, and cocktail bar. Okay, but what happened? My provider, Musetti Company, who is the founder of the Italian, the specialty coffee Italy. Okay, in 2001, Musetti and other two companies found the specialty coffee Italy, the SCA Italy, and they organized the first Italian Barista Championship. I participate. I was enough lucky because we were 4 participants. And then I won the first Italian Barista Championship. And then 1 week later, I had to go in Norway to represent my country in the World Barista Championship. I won the first place, but the audience could see how I did the cappuccinos, because you know, in the Barista Championship, the competitor must do 4 espressos, 4 cappuccinos, and 4 signature drinks. And when the audience could see how I did 4 cappuccinos with just 1 jug, without separating milk, 1 jug, 1 liter of jug, I did 4 cappuccinos with four different patterns. And after then, the country started to invite me around the world to learn this technique. I was very lucky because latte art, thank you to the latte art, my life changed completely. Okay, going around the world teaching this technique, but thank you to go around the world, I could learn a lot about coffee. Only to be clear, nobody knows who was the first person who started to do the first patterns. I learned by one younger guy than me in Verona, and I met him I think 30 years ago. Okay, the coffee shop is called Paoli in Verona. I met this guy because I was invited in the fair, in the exhibition in Italy, and then going in the exhibition, I could see this big coffee shop with many people outside. And then I entered to drink my first espresso in the morning, and I met this guy, Piero Merlo, who was the guy who teach me how to do the first pattern, very basically, who developed the latte art, because after that I study a lot about latte art. And then I was lucky going around the world, thank you to the World Barista Championship, and then I was lucky for that, but I'm not the inventor. The inventor of latte art word is David Schumer from Seattle.
Okay.
David Schumer of Espresso Vivace is a roaster coffee shop guy living in Seattle. And why I met him and why I patented the name latte art in Italy? Because when I record this, look at, you can see, this is the master, the first VHS made in the 1992, I think. When I built this video, I want to go in internet looking for somebody tipping the name cappuccinos, barista, okay, no, not yet latte art. And I met this guy, David Schumer. But the very fantastic, is amazing this moment, because David Schumer was looking for somebody in internet only to understand if somebody was doing something like him. That in the same moment, the same day, David Schumer, I sent him one email. In the same moment, he wrote me another mail, because I based this VHS, and also him. The name of my video were Cappuccini Decorati, or Decorated Cappuccinos. Focalized 39 minutes recorded, only for latte art, not yet latte art at the time. David Schumer record one movie, but focalized 40 minutes about the barista, about how to grind the coffee, how to manage the espresso machine, how to do the perfect temping, how to steam milk. He showed in 40 minutes just one not nice rosetta, but it was like a one rosetta mix and art. Okay, I was impressed of the name of this movie. The name of the movie of David Schumer was Latte Art. Okay, and then to be clear, nobody knows, because I spoke with the guy who teach me in Verona, who was his teacher, but he didn't know. He still the technique through the old barista, and the old barista as well, but nobody knows who was the first one. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. This is the correct history. To be clear, that I'm it's right to consider my person as the father of latte art, because I was lucky going around the world to teach this technique. But trust me, nobody knows who is the first people doing the first patterns and who is the inventor. Okay, I developed. It's a very difficult question, Mike, because look at, for example, speaking about the Italian barista, speaking about the name, the word barista. Barista in Italy till 15, 20 years ago was, barista was a negative word. If you could enter in all coffee shop, in all bars in Italy, telling to the owner, you are the barista, be sure the guy says, no, sorry, I'm the bartender. The barista is a young guy, because barista, barista was only the last arrived, okay? The last people enter, work in the coffee shop, and dedicating the time to clean cups, to clean the floor. This is the barista. Thank you, not only the latte art, thank you to SCA, the Specialty Coffee Association, the name barista became, now become, very important name because the Specialty Coffee Association built around this name the guy or the lady, okay, the man or the lady specialized in coffee. And then now the barista is the professional man or professional lady having many knowledges about coffee and also in latte art. But my message is, before to start with latte art, the young baristas must study about coffee. The latte art must be the last step. This is the message. I'm a co-founder because I'm in partnership with Luca Ramoni, is my friend, and we think, so the real history is Luca Ramoni was starting with this latte art grading system, okay? Me too, I was doing something like Luca Ramoni, and both as very friend, we prefer to stay together and not to fight each other, not to be competitor. And then we started with the latte art grading system. Why? Why? Because the Specialty Coffee Association never want to create a new module for latte art grading, for latte art, okay? And many students asked me, Luigi, please, I want one certification only in latte art. And then Luca Ramoni and me, we put it together and we create the latte art grading system to give to the student certification only in latte art. Because, Mike, if you ask to the all latte art maker, forget just a moment the championship, okay? But if you ask to the latte art maker, what is your skills, what is your level, nobody can answer. Nobody be able to answer this question. Because everybody is a good latte art maker or is a beginner. And then latte art grading system means to have 5 levels, okay? And the certification is through the color, okay? The first level is a white jug, the second is orange jug, green, red, and black. Now, last year we started with another level. There is the gold jug, and Manuela, our guest, is a gold jug. Only 3 people around the world.
Manuela is platinum jug.
Ah, could be. And then in this way, the student following one exam, if the student pass, they can reach different levels. In this way, they can say the level. What is your level? I'm orange, I'm red, I'm gold, like Manuela. Why the latte grading system burn? And is enough important now because we are present in more than almost 30 countries around the world. We have many in Italy. And around the world, we have in connection now with many, Mr. Tu. Mr. Tu is a latte grading system distributor in Myanmar. And I hope to develop also in Indonesia, in Malaysia with Irvine. I have to speak with Irvine to help us to increase this system. I'm not a musician. I cannot to see what happened. Anyway, I can understand also you, because you are young, but you are follower of all World Latte Art Championship. And then you can compare the latte art made 10 years ago and what Manuela did in the last World Latte Art Championship. Completely extreme, completely different. And then I can't imagine what will happen in 5 years or in 10 years. But I think the new rule, the Specialty Coffee Association must give in the championship, in the Latte Art Championship. And it will be, I think, my personal opinion, is to have also the tasting, not only visual. The Specialty Coffee Association will give another. Then if there will be the tasting, they change everything, because Manuela can understand, okay? If the rule says to the competitor, the temperature must be between 55, 60 degrees, everything change. Everything change. The temperature is very important, okay, to do two similar cappuccinos. To don't have a blurring in the milk beverage. It's very difficult to do that with high temperature. And then it's something to get more difficult because in the future